How old do you think this jellyfish is? Well, the life cycle of some jellyfish species can be up to 3 years. But what happens when they reach the end of their life cycle? For two types of jellyfish, the Turritopsis dohrnii and the moon jellyfish, it has been observed that they have the ability to reverse their life cycle. Instead of dying, they return to the infant stage. So how does the jellyfish do that? First, let's take a look at its life cycle. As a short summary, the jellyfish lays the eggs that develop into a polyp, and then that polyp reproduces asexually, and releases jellyfish that develop into adults. When the jellyfish is in danger of death, either through physical damage or starvation, they take a leap back in their development process, transforming back into a polyp, retracting their tentacles, shrinking their bodies, and sinking to the ocean floor. This process of changing the cells from one type to another is called transdifferentiation. But firstly, what is cellular differentiation? This is the process where a cell changes from one cell type to another more specialized cell type. For example, an embryonic stem cell can transform into any other type of cell, such as liver, intestinal, muscle, cardiac, nerve, or red cells. Transdifferentiation is the process in which one mature specialized cell changes into another type without entering a stem cell state. During this process, there are changes in the gene activity. Development-related gene activity is repressed, and genes that are related with this other state are activated. As a result of the gene activity changes, during this process there are fewer proteins related to the initial cell type, and an increase in proteins related to the new cell type. Also, the cell cleans itself from the extra stuff inside the cell that are not needed anymore, such as specialized organelles, in order to become a different type of cell. The new polyp colony then produce a dozen or more juvenile jellyfish that are genetically identical to the adult. So not only did the jellyfish avoid death, but it has cloned and multiplied itself. This raises an intriguing question about the nature of mortality. Is this still the same individual? What about other animals? Can they also perform this process, or is this only possible in the jellyfish? It has long been thought that once mammalian cells are differentiated and take their form, then that is going to be their terminal form. But recent studies suggest that differentiated mammalian cells can also perform the differentiation under appropriate conditions and chemical signals. That means that the cells can revert back to a less specialized state. This has the potential for life-saving applications in medicine, as it could be possible to produce the type of cells that the patient needs, using other cells from the patient's body. These cells could then be transplanted back into the injured organ, in the hope of inducing a regenerative response, and repair the damage. So maybe one day, we will be able to use this method and prolong our life.